Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming today. Today is the final day for our presentation day. So I hope you will enjoy our presentations and learn more about Japanese culture. We will tell you about Japanese public systems. My name is Kaho Hamada, and this is my co-presenter, Misaya Nagahama. Excuse me. Today, we will tell you two topics: Japanese medical insurance and recycling in Japan. Japan has unique public systems, and probably they are different from yours. They are supported by government, associations, and companies in Japan. We believe public systems help us and make our lives better. So from now on, let's look at some of Japanese public systems and think what we need for our better life. First, Misaya will tell you about Japanese medical insurance. Please enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Misaya. As Kaho mentioned, I'd like to talk about Japanese medical insurance. Today, I'd like to talk about three topics. First, kinds of Japanese medical insurance. Second, my experience. Third, disadvantages. First, I want to tell you about public insurance. What is public insurance? There are three types in big parts. First, employee health insurance. Second, medical care system for the elderly. Third, national health care. These are required enrollment, and protection is same to everyone. But premium is based on income.
Thank you for coming.
First of all, I want to tell you about employee health insurance. There are many types, but today I will focus on two types. Company employees are provided in health with health insurance by association or corporation, and government workers such as public school teachers or city force workers are provided with health insurance by benefit society. Next, I want to talk about medical care system for the elderly. The INSA is Union of the Elderly. This system is suitable for people who are over 75 years old.
Kind of taiko, which means Japanese traditional drum.
Next, I want to tell you about national health care. This system is suitable for people who are unemployed or independent business people. The INSA is city government. By the way, what on earth is national health care? Some people think this protection is not good than employee health insurance, but it's not true. This protection is same as employee health insurance. So before, elementary school children pay just 20% for medical bill, and under 70 years old people pay just 30%, and over 70 years old people just pay 20%. It's very helpful and thoughtful. But long time ago, it was non-existent. The government organized health insurance law for manual laborers at first, and during World War I, many companies went bankrupt. That's why the government organized health insurance law for them also. While these conditions, many farmers were exhausted because of small crops or worldwide financial crisis. That's why the government organized national health insurance for everyone. and it foothold national health care. On the other hand, there is private insurance. This is optional. Protection and premium are different from people to people. Let's move on to next topic, my experience. Recently, my mother has a broken leg. She was in hospital for 6 days, and it was totally $600 with my father's employee health insurance. She has been wearing a cast on her leg, and while wearing a cast, she can get refund every day, and she has to see a doctor once a week for 2 months. So after recovering from her injury, she can get refund, and it could be $6,000 with her 2 private insurance. So the insurance is very wonderful, isn't it? However, does insurance have advantage only? No. There are huge disadvantages. We must pay insurance premium every month in spite of being healthy, and cost of insurance is getting higher because of aging society. So some young people think it's a waste of money.
Thank you.
In conclusion, while there are huge disadvantages, it's still a great system which supports all students. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you. Next, Kaho will talk about interesting recycling systems. So please enjoy.
Thank you, Misaya. I'm Kaho. As she said, from now on, I will tell you about the recycling system in Japan. I will talk about 3 things today. First, recycling in the Edo Era. Second, recycling in recent years. And finally, I want you to think about what can we do for the environment. Let me begin with recycling in the Edo Era. Edo Era is Japanese time period beginning in 1603 and ended in 1867. People in Edo Era used products efficiently and as long as possible. For example, do you know the traditional Japanese dress called kimono? Thank you. Kimono is made of cotton. Farmers grow cotton and people weave kimono. After one person finished using kimono, they sold it to second-hand clothing store so the other people could buy it and wear it. After it became too old to wear it, they cut the kimono into small pieces. So they used these clothes as a cleaning rag or sometimes as a diaper. After that, they burned these clothes as a fuel as they cooked. The ash helped plants to grow, so the farmers could grow cottons again. The cycle continued for a long, long time. Also, there are some professional repair persons who fixed broken tools. For example, Yakitsugi fixed broken pottery, and Tagaya fixed Japanese wooden tub. In addition to these people, there are some traders who collected garbage and excrement from houses. They collect these things and sold it to farmers, so farmers use them as a fertilizer. This is one example of them. Haigai, he collected ash and he sold it to farmers. Thanks to this system and people, the amount of garbage in Edo Era was fewer than recent years. So they had environmental-friendly society. Let's move on to the next topic, recycling in recent years. Japanese recycle is based on the law called Japan Containers and Packaging Recycling Act. The law includes glass containers, PET bottles, plastics, and paper cartons. Each city has different categories and collection days for garbage disposal. For example, in my city, Nishinamiya City has 7 categories. They are burnable, unburnable, Type A recyclable, Type B recyclable, other plastic materials, PET bottles, and oversized refuse. The last one is special that we have to call city office and pay some money for the collection. Recyclable resources are recycled into many things. For example, papers are recycled into paper products such as cardboard, notebooks, or toilet papers. Also, PET bottles are recycled into clothes, egg cartons, or other plastic materials. The other unique point of Japanese recycle is that we have a place called Recycle Center. When city office collect oversized refuse, and if they are still in good condition, they display these products at Recycling Center. So citizens can get one item per month for free. We can get furniture, bicycle, or other product without paying money. Finally, I will talk about what can we do for the environment. Environmental problem has been a serious problem all over the world. So today, I will introduce one idea. Do you know this idea, 3 R's? They are reduce, reuse, recycle, and I will give you some examples of them. When I go shopping to the supermarket, I always carry my bag, so I don't have to get plastic bags from the store. It is good for environment. If our clothes or items are still in good condition and we don't use them anymore, we can donate them or sell it at the flea market. And finally, to practice the recycling system efficiently, we have to follow the rules correctly. In conclusion, recycling in Japan has been practiced throughout history. So the idea of the recycling is not new. And natural resources are limited. So to protect the environment, we have to do whatever we can. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Thanks to these programs, Japan has developed. As you can see, there are not only advantages, but also disadvantages. However, it's clear that our lives are supported by these wonderful programs. So please think about it. What kind of systems do you need for your comfortable life? Thank you for listening.
Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
Does your healthcare system cover the homeless?
The question is, does health insurance cover homeless people? Yes, the national health care help these people. Yes.
Do you have any other questions? Yes, please.
What items are the pet types?
The question was, what items are the PET bottles? So PET bottles are plastic bottles in the US. In Japan, we call these bottles PET bottles. Do you have any other questions?
Misaya, you talked about how your mother gets a refund when she broke her leg. I don't understand. Is it a refund on her health insurance, or is it because she couldn't work her job? I don't understand. Refund.
The question is, will refunds cause from injury or rest of her job? The answer is my mother doesn't have a job, so she has two good insurance, private insurance. So she pays money every month, so that's why she can get a refund.
Do you have any other questions? Thank you very much.